Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of The Outlanders here on Roll With It RPG. And as you can probably see, we are down a druid this week. Get well, buddy. We hope you're feeling better for next time around. And we're still sponsored by COVID. Second week of going viral. Huzzah.
I gotta stop trying to kiss the DM for services and stuff,
Yep. I mean, it works out sometimes to some people's benefit, but so we'll go ahead and hop in this week with a quick recap. So, last week the group had made their way all the way to their destination, and after a successful negotiation at the door, made their way inside. With very little fanfare. It went all according to plan. No issues whatsoever, and everybody was happy except for the white, and the zombies, and the skeletons. But we don't care about them so much.
Do they have emotion to care?
The white might. It's kind of sentient, I guess. The other one's a little better than basically your pet rock. But
Lilith
following,
likes pet rocks.
you like pet rocks? Well, then
Lilith
they're better
does.
they're better than pet rocks. Yeah.
Yes.
So after that, the group made their way inside and were confronted by Faylene, the individual that they were told they were after. After a rather a little bit of a cat and mouse game, some necrotic energy being thrown all over the place, a couple of with Kelnorn dropping down, Lilith being severely injured, and then chasing her around, managed to finally wear her down, take her out, and then managed to survey and loot the establishment here, and walked away with the 2 tomes you believe that you're looking for, a ritual book of some sort, a spell book, and a collection of other tomes and books that you can peruse later at your convenience. So we'll go ahead and pick up there with some very heavily injured people. What would you like to do?
Should we begin our journey back?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Norton, lead.
All right. Kelnorn will take up the front line there, and let's see here. Where is he? Is he still a cat? No.
He's way back at the room.
Is he in the main room? Okay. Do that. We'll just drag him down. All right. Well, he can give you guys, I guess, a little bit of healing before you guys head out, since he does have... Yeah. Can cast a 3rd level spell for the Aura of Vitality. So for the next minute, he'll actually pop down, I think it's his unicorn totem. Gives extra healing.
Sounds right.
Think so.
Spirit totem. Unicorn. So it lasts for 1 minute, and use a spell slot that restores hit points to any creature outside. All right, so they regain hit points equal to your druid level, you and all other allies. Okay. So I guess who is the most injured here, aside from Kalnoran?
I was gonna say probably him.
But we know how he'll treat it, and he'll get
Lilith.
healed.
I'd say
Yeah.
me.
Okay, so, guess Lilith and Rowan, he'll have the spirit passed by you guys. So, what I will do here is just roll. So, 4 hit points to Lilith, and then everybody else in the area will get gets 6. Yeah, 6 hit points.
Do I also get the 6?
Let me take a look at the feature again here.
I think you do. I think that's how it worked.
Each creature, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you get the
everybody gets the
additional
6.
above it.
So, oops, that was only 1. So 3 plus 6. So basically, everybody's gonna get 60 hit points from just the unicorn. Let me check it.
Did you say 60?
Let me make sure.
60?
Unicorn lets protection, gain advantage on ability checks. In addition, if you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to any creature inside or outside. Well, I guess it would only be the first time, so everybody will get 6 from it. Because it's not a recast every time. So
Said each time, right? So every time you cast a healing spell,
yeah,
you gain
but
6 additional.
the Aura Vitalis just casts the one time.
Oh,
And then it like
And
heal,
it lasts for a minute.
yeah, it heals
Yeah,
continuously.
It lasts for a minute. So, but it's not a recast.
gotcha.
So everybody will get 6. So Lilith, you got an additional. You got 3 off of that one there. 10. This one will go towards Rowan. 8. 4, right? Yeah. So there's a 5th one towards Rowan. It's another 4 points. Towards Rowan. And then Lilith. And Rowan. And we'll say, Rith, do you want to shove him through again for his own healing like you have in the past? All right.
Yeah, I will.
We'll give 2 to Keln. All right. Nice. All right.
Nice.
17 plus.
That's called tender love and care right there.
That's right.
Tough love.
That's right. All right. So now that you guys are in slightly better shape, he will go ahead and he will commence the journey back south, making your way across the hills back towards the river. So you guys will get to the river by the end of this day's travel, since you guys know the direction you're going. But you guys make it to the river a little bit south, back on your horses, I should say, since you guys had those there. So yeah, you'll make it a little bit south. At this point, you probably have about a day's journey or so ahead of you, taking the same path back. So you guys are setting up for camp. Anything you would like to do?
I'm gonna do a song of rest for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out the loot I got and set it down and say, found.
Oh, the loot.
Yeah.
Do you remember what that was? Was that
Yeah, I
all
have it
the-
written down.
Was that just all the equipment from?
The big it
chests?
was so the things I'll pull out would be the 4 precious stones and the silver necklace with a gem in it.
Okay.
The rest of it was just old armor, daggers, and stuff. So that's none of that's going to be of any concern to the group itself. But the stones and the dagger, or the stones and the necklace, could be.
Ow.
Yay.
What was your performance check then?
Oh yeah, I forgot that's actually what it.
Yeah, it's
I
performance.
just did a regular D20. I don't know why.
Yep, just roll your performance check. Do it the right way.
It's been so long since I used it, to be honest, I forgot.
True. Nice. I don't think it would have changed any. I think that's about the same.
I rolled it would have been a 17. Because I
Right.
rolled a 6, but
In the same range, right?
oh, it might be. Yeah, it would have been. No,
Yeah.
it would have been 1 extra.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, either way, it's whatever. It's 3 points total.
All right.
Glad I
David
could be
gets 3
helpful,
points.
guys.
On top of anything else that you spend for, that you get for healing. So you guys can either spend hit dice or just do your natural healing.
Natural's
are
what
some
level plus
On
con?
mod. Yep. I mean,
I mean, that
Kelnoran does
basically.
have some spell slots back or available that he can use as well. So if anybody's looking,
I'm good.
or-
I have a
I'm
question.
almost full now.
Okay.
Okay, so I have bonus hit points right now. Like my max is higher because of the spell he cast this day. I lose that, and
Mhm.
right now I'm over that amount of hit points anyway. But I'm still
Okay.
not full hit points. So what would I go to?
You would lose 15 hit points.
Okay,
so your max
so-
would drop by 15, and
Gotcha,
your
okay.
current hit points go down by 15.
All right, I just wanted to check to make sure. So I'm gonna take the regular healing. So I'll take
Yeah.
5 off.
Had there
so
not
which
been
would put me at
healing, then I think Lilith, you were under 15, weren't you?
Yeah.
So had there not been any healing when Aid ran out, you would have just dropped unconscious.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would have been fun.
Well,
Just
no,
walking around.
I didn't add it in my actual total. I just put it as temp, so that way I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
forget what I had.
Okay.
So I would have been still good.
Oh, okay.
I had 14 hit points. And that's only because he healed me after we got done.
Yep.
Rith will take healing from Baron if he's up for it.
Okay. He has cure wounds available right
Say
now.
I could
so-
probably do it too. I'm sure I've got some spell slots left. I guess. How hurting are you? Oh, I can,
I was almost half. I was well beyond half of my hit points down.
I mean, I can hit with a couple cure wounds.
Okay, so there's 9.
Okay. Maybe just 1
Okay,
if it's decent.
if it's decent.
That's
That's
decent.
12.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
good enough. He's happy. Shakes off that poison dart that he had.
And then also before I go, I'm going to identify. I got a ring, and and a silver statue. I think both of those pinged for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going to hit the 2 books just because. The 2 that we were supposed to take back.
Okay. And just cast Identify on them.
Yeah, I mean, just in case there's anything coming off of them, because one of them we have no idea what it is anyway, because none of us can read it.
Right. That is true.
And then also I'll offer 3 books out if anybody wants to read them, but I feel like there's only one person that might want the books. I don't know if they're his type of books, but
I'm sure Kovac will eventually get around to him.
Tonight.
Tonight, though, he'll go through the Feline's journal.
So, well, while you guys are sitting down, Kalnorn will ask, because Kovac, you had who had the 2 tomes? Rowan, you took them?
I probably do have them, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So Kalnorn will ask if he can take a look at the Karakato, since he can actually read Abyssal.
Yeah, I mean, I would have no problems letting somebody. Unless the thing on my arm starts to kill me because I'm not handing it to the guy I'm supposed to be handing it to.
No, just said you have to start making your way immediately back. All right, so you cast. All right, so you're casting identify on the items you have.
Yeah.
All right. So
I guess if he wanted to read that book, I would probably do it first.
okay. It doesn't necessarily ping magical. Like it has some kind of magical undertones to it. Like it's maybe just inherently magical, but it doesn't ping as a magic item
Okay.
like you would normally have from other things. But there is like
Yeah.
a magical essence to it. So, but you do get the names when you identify them, and the one is the Karakato, and
Yeah.
then the other one is the Paradoxmacon.
Cool.
So,
Guys, these are definitely the books.
Yep.
Yeah. So, the Silver Raven, you identify that, and it comes across as a figurine of wondrous power. It is a Silver Raven. So, it is currently in your inventory.
Yeah. Put it next to my dunce cat. No, I'm just kidding.
I think it's in the same area, maybe. Nah, it's a consumable. So, even
Okay.
though it's,
Yeah, there it is.
it just has charges to it. But
I'll read that in a minute.
I'll hold the necklace up to him. Magic?
I'll go with it. I'll try and see. Wait. Detect magic, because that's quicker.
detect magic. It does not come across that which does not come across as magical. No.
Not magic.
Will, since he's got that up, I'll show him my sterling silver service set.
Okay. Nope, does not ping as magical.
Nope.
Found this, and I found this, and I have a pouch of semi-precious stones.
No magic.
Getting nothing from it.
I'll hand Lilith my stuff. Better at selling it than I am.
We can do that.
So, the
How about you
other
keep
one,
it, and I'll go with you.
Deal.
You can carry more than me. Well, I have a bag, but still.
So the ring that you come across is actually it identifies as a ring of health. So
Sounds
it is also in your inventory. I think those are the only two things you had that pinged magical, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay,
So what'd you find?
I have this ring and this statue.
Do they do anything?
Yes. But I'm reading one of them still. I'll just.
What did
I'll-
it do?
I'll tell you
Instruction
guys
manual
as
in
soon
his
as I
head.
find out.
He's got the instruction manual in his head, and he's downloading it. It's over dial-up, man. It's awful. He's still connecting.
I'm assuming while he's doing the rest of this, he's already handed the book to Kerr.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I did it first.
He identified that first.
Yeah.
So Kelnoran has sat down and he is going through the book. Anybody else have anything that they are doing? Evening?
Yeah, I'll take the. I guess since we have time, I'll examine the equipment that I got.
okay.
Just taking stock of it.
Okay, so like the daggers and then
The daggers, the hand
stuff.
axe,
Okay.
crossbows, the leather armor. Kind of just getting an idea of what in my head I'll need to take to restore some later
I
on.
think with the crossbow, I told you that it's just that maybe
It
like
needs
the,
repaired a little
the
bit. You said
the
yeah.
winch mechanism needs repaired. The daggers are both. The daggers are all in actually very good shape, as is the hand axe. They look.
Oh.
They appear to be well cared for. This was their equipment, so appears that they were pretty good about the maintenance of it.
Cool.
So any of that stuff, you're like, this doesn't really look like it needs any work, really. Aside from maybe like the wraps on some of the daggers might need replaced, but that really is more of a choice. I mean, they're not slick or anything. You can still grip them pretty well. So
Okay. And I guess I should have checked before we left the ever burning torch that I got. If I touch them, do they get hot?
No.
Okay, then I'll wrap them in my bag of holding.
okay,
If they didn't
Yeah.
burn.
that
way I don't have to carry them out.
Actually burn.
Okay.
It's kind of just a misnomer, the ever burning portion. They just have light, basically.
I'll give Rith a hand with the crossbow to see, kind of tinker with it a little bit.
Okay. Just
Slide
seeing
it
if
over.
you can help with the maintenance of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just help him.
All right. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. $11. Okay. You do some of the basic maintenance that trying to tighten things up, and yeah, there's just something with the mechanism that probably needs a new part. Is what you can gather from it. It's just not retaining its tension very well. So, unless because I don't think you have crossbow parts on you, probably because you use a bow. So yeah. You're like, yeah. Unfortunately, since you don't carry anything for that type of maintenance, yeah, you'll probably have to get something from either a bow maker or a Fletcher, just to get it fixed. But it should be easy enough. I mean, it's not going to be difficult. It's just you just need the part. So, other than that, seems in good shape.
Okay. So this, and I'll hold up the raven. It's fitting that it's a raven. But anyway, I can throw it out, turn it into an actual raven. And I can do things with it. Send messages, or it can just do what I tell it. Or whoever, I guess. Doesn't have to be me, but anyway. This ring will make people a little more hardy or help them concentrate on a spell a little better. That's my explanation in character. Out of character, it makes your constitution a 19.
So if you have an 18 or better, it's of no use to you.
Right.
Oh yeah, when you said health, I'm like, oh, that's probably an amulet of health.
Yep.
That's worthless for me.
Yep. It's just in ring format.
Yeah, no, I like it. You keep Raven. No use for ring.
Well, I know who I would suggest the ring go to, but I don't know if they'll want it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Talking about the guy who's reading the book right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think because his like summons and stuff are concentrations, aren't they?
Yeah. A lot of his conjuring animals and whatnot are concentration based.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, unless somebody wants like the extra couple HP that they would get out of it or whatever. I just thought like the best use would be. I mean, technically, I could use it too because Hex is concentration. Well, I guess Kovac could use it. He also has Hex. But
I don't think he can benefit from it.
Oh, he can't? Okay.
He's in the same boat I am.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
2 frontliners are already at that point, basically. Which is good. I mean, that's...
Yeah, the only good it'd do me is to get those extra hit points, so I
would
think
say
it'd be
between
better
you and
with you guys.
You and Kerr.
Well, I'll hold on to it for now, and then we'll figure it out when he's here.
I don't want to make the choice for him.
Right.
No, yeah.
I mean, if nothing else, I could wear it until then because, I mean, I don't know if I'll need it this session or not, but...
I was going to say, do you need a tune to it or no?
You have to, yeah.
Okay. I'll say you could use it for now and then... Later, he might,
Screw it. I'll wear I'll wear it for now, and then he and I can discuss.
Okay. So you can attune to it while you're sitting there, basically. So.
Now you have Raven for other message you can send besides on rock.
That's true. Okay. Does it automatically do my stuff, or do I have to go in and do that? No, I had to.
I think you actually have to equip it, though. Did you attune?
Oh, I have to. Yeah. Well, it shows equipped.
I hit it, so.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't change anything. So.
Okay. Oh, no. I started to change it to 9.
Yeah, but 99.
You might have to update your hit points too.
Would it be
2 extra hit points per level.
per
'cause
level?
You went from
So
15 to 19.
6. So I'm
So
back to what I was at just a second ago. Got it.
I mean, for Lilith, it would have been like a 50% increase in hit points.
Yeah, yeah. That, like I said, that'd have been the good part for me. I'd have had actually like regular hit points, but
Yeah. But now the Battle Bard.
Yeah. Now
He's
all
back.
now all of us frontliners have a really good con, you know what I'm saying?
I don't get hit much. When I do, it's pretty good, but
Yeah. All right. Kovac, I assume you said you were sitting down to read the journal, correct? Yep. Okay.
Yep, just got through it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Out of character.
Well, given the length of it, I mean, it's not going to
Yeah,
take
it's
you
not very
an
long.
exceedingly long time. Would say shortly, like I would give you a little bit of time afterwards that Rowan finishes it. That I would assume Kovac is pretty thorough and just read and make sure he understands everything and reread a little bit here and there. But so, yeah. Anything else anybody is doing with the rest of the evening until you guys get close to watch time?
I think that was it for me.
I'm gonna take off my harness.
Okay.
Stow my orb.
Okay.
That's it. I don't think there's anything else that I really have that I'd need to do besides what I was already doing.
All right. If there's nothing else, Kelnoran will actually finish going through the book and stop to talk to you guys about it to let you know what he read. He will say, yeah, this book is, well, it's bad. And I know we have to turn it over to keep Rowan safe, but if in the future we can find a way to take it back later, probably wouldn't be such a bad thing. But it talks about ways, or it has like a ritual in it, kind of complex, but it allows someone to take a person's remaining life force and transfer it to them. So, said it's pretty complex. I'm not sure how they do it precisely, but it's not good.
If I had to guess, that's probably what she was doing with the children. I mean, it sounds
Yes.
like what I was told in the girl's mind or whatever.
Yeah, according to the journal, that's what she was doing.
I agree. I mean, we have to turn it in, because of this, and I hold out my arm. But I'm okay with trying to get it back after.
Should we go back and destroy lab? Burn place down? If book is tied with research, would be a good idea to destroy place of lab
Well,
for
some of the stuff is definitely destroyed. Trust me, I got flung back twice, destroying it.
Huh, I didn't feel anything.
Stares at him in sadness.
I don't know if there's anything worth destroying that was left. We took all the literature.
Wasn't in back room, so not sure.
Yeah, when you guys were dealing with her, we were taking care of the lab quite a bit.
Mm.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get to the watch time, since you guys are right on the edge there of the river, or making your way south. For expediency purposes, I'll just if there's anything you guys want to do overnight, you can let me know, but the watches will pass by uneventfully for you guys.
Oh.
We won't have to roll for everything, but
I didn't have anything.
okay.
That's just for the one night, right?
Yep, you just rest the one night. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So I fixed his hit points just to.
I had to
make
fix
sure.
mine too. That's why I
Yeah.
wanted to ask. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit it and then I'll go in and. Huh? Did a weird thing. Do.
All right. So morning comes. You guys have your morning rations. Get packed up. Head south on the horses. Following Kelnoran again as he backtracks the way you guys came. Just keeping an eye out for anything, but given the fact that you helped the local bear in the region, seems like everything should be good from that standpoint. But the trip south goes by fairly uneventfully, as it is a rainy day today, though. So as you guys are heading south, spend the day getting wet, but late afternoon, getting close to evening time, or actually as you're getting into dinner time, you guys make your way back into Shadowdale. And I think I went one too far, but it's between 5 and 6 some point. Sun's starting to get a little bit lower in the sky, but
Should we take the books straight there or?
No reason not to.
Okay.
Yeah. Might as well get it over with.
All right. So you guys head towards the basilisk. Make your way inside. The gentleman behind the bar nods to you as you come in. Says, "Hey, step up and through. Boss waiting for you."
Sounds good.
So he will. The two large men at the door step to the side, lay you in, and you are greeted by the individual, Rowan, that put the geese on you, and looks at you guys as you come in, says, were you successful?
Yep.
All right, follow me. Boss is waiting for you.
Follow the man.
All right.
How many people's in the first room?
The very first room that you go into,
Mm-hmm.
well, there was the gentleman behind the bar that you know, and then there were 3 other individuals that were seated at tables, and then the 2 that were flanking the door.
And then we went through, and then there was another room.
You are in the actual bar itself, yes.
Okay.
So this area is much busier. Down here, there's probably 35 people at least, just from a casual glance, 30 to 40, maybe 35, somewhere in that range. So.
Okay.
Guy takes you around the corner, and at the same booth, you see Mr. Stone sitting there. Sees you come in. Wow, that was quite the expedient trip you had there. I hope everything went well for you, and you found what you were looking for.
I mean, if nothing else, we found what you were looking for.
Well, I mean, that is important, and I wanted to make sure at least the information was good for you.
I believe it was good.
Excellent. And the books.
I will take them out of my pack.
Okay.
Put them on the
Just kind of
table.
Motion to the table. Picks both of them up, hands them to the gentleman that greeted you, and he utters a couple of arcane phrases and makes a gesture. And eyes kind of flash for a second, and he takes a look at the cover, kind of flips through some of the pages on one, moves to the other one. After about 2 or 3 minutes, looks back and says, "Yeah, these are the ones." Fantastic. I do enjoy when a deal goes as smoothly as this one. It fills me with a certain sense of satisfaction that people can be honorable about their word. I'll say, and to stay true to mine, the gentleman who had the books just kind of concentrates, and Rowan, you feel the compulsion just kind of lift from you. And our deal is complete for that piece of anyhow. I do have the information that you're needing for Mr. Eiglar, though. For Pierce. There have been 2 instances of Damon Fay in the forest. one roughly within a day or so travel of here. The other one a little further southeast, but if you follow the main road going through the River Ashaba, shouldn't be too much of a problem to find. The first one that you are looking for is the first one is located somewhere between the old village of Freehold and Black Creek Crossing. Where precisely, I don't have that information, but the tale of the Damon Fae and being in the area comes from an old hunter that is in the region. So I believe if you make your way to Freedale, or Freehold, sorry, if you make your way over to Freehold and look for, let's see, his name was Gillis.
Gillis, like with a G, or
Yeah, well, I believe it's Gillas. Be my assumption on the spelling, anyhow. But
good enough for me.
yeah, he's a fairly knowledgeable in that area. Does a lot of hunting, gathering, scouting for individuals. But seek him out, and he should be able to direct you in the direction that you wish to go. If you wish to search for it yourself, by all means, it should be in the woods somewhere in that area. But he should be able to point you in a more direct path. And the second one is in the vicinity of Terrenhess. That's Trenahess. Say it's an old settlement along the river, in ruins now due to a dragon attack that happened some 115, 20 years ago, something around that area. But there is stories came from a trader who heard the tale from a furbolg who had taken up residence there. So if you seek her out, she should be able to direct you where she saw these Damon Fae.
She have name?
What was that?
She have a name.
I believe they said, well, the name that she gave to them was Thaya, I think is how it's pronounced. It's Thia. But if you venture that way, I would just keep your eyes to the sky and in the trees and do your best to avoid the dragon in that area.
What dragon kind?
I believe it's a very old green called the Verdant Cloud. I believe is what the locals used to call it. Its actual name is much longer. And
Do I know of this dragon?
you can give me a history check with advantage. And actually add in, do you have proficiency?
In history, I did not.
In this instance, I'll allow it, just due to your background.
So then it would just be +3 from there, 15.
15. Okay. Get here. Yeah, there is a man who had told you about like a legend of it's very old dragon, considered worm age, basically. So equivalency of like an ancient for the most part. But it was dang it. I am not going to be able to pronounce the name. So there you go.
Okay.
It's in there. And here, I'll even throw it in the chat. Rowan said it. So
Yeah, I will.
Oh, yeah,
will
I
let
remember
everyone-
saying that.
yeah, you did say that. But yes, it is a very old dragon.
All right. Well, I will mention this back to the team after we've left.
Okay. So you will say, well, anything else?
I don't think so.
Excellent. Well, I shall consider both pieces of our business concluded then. And on a personal note, I do wish you luck against the Damon Fae, and I hope you're able to give them one for Pierce and myself. So, well, good travels, safe travels, and all that.
Take care.
Rowan gives him one of those. Same to you. Oh, wait, he's not traveling.
That you know of, right?
How much for the books?
What was that?
How much for the books?
Well, these aren't for sale.
I've already left.
Okay. And given what I know of them, their price would be quite steep, as I believe they are unique in their origins.
I have a friend that likes to read.
As do I. As do I. But
How
I
about for one?
apologize. Well, unfortunately, as I said, they are not for sale.
Okay.
Have a nice night.
You too. And I'll walk out.
I would say with your passive, as that situation got a little bit more tense for you, like out of the corner of your eye, you saw a couple of people like inching a little bit closer, just kind of side-eyeing what was happening there. And then as you walk away, they just kind of ease back.
I'll nod at him.
They just go back to whatever they were doing, and kind of you can kind of see them watching out of the corner of their eye a little bit, but.
So once we get outside of... So...
Outside of the entire basilisk, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
On the road? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's our next step?
Well, you
Freehold.
can either go to Freehold or Terranhaus.
Freehold. So I just want to make sure I have it right in my head. DM. Freehold was a day's travel from here. Is that also southeast?
So, I mean, he didn't specify specifically. He just kind of specified the two ones that are there. But Kelnoran does know that yes, it is kind of southeast of here, southeast of this direction. So there's a road that goes southeast out of town, and basically you would just be following that.
So hit Freehold, then the other stronghold with haste.
Kelnoran
It's
will
good to me.
agree. So yeah, I think the Freehold would be the best place to start.
Yeah, I'm okay with avoiding the dragon as well. I'm okay with that part.
It's a old worm, ancient dragon.
Is
The
it
hair.
is it a worm or a dragon? I mean, come on, make up your mind here.
Was that a dragonborn?
Wait, come on, say the name right. I said it just fine.
Draconic?
See, it's over there.
I have problems just pronouncing your name in real life, man. Give me a break.
Yeah, I guess to Freehold.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a hunter there that knows.
Yeah.
Could be very helpful with some good information. I mean, unless you want to go to the other Kelnorin, nudge, nudge.
I think the Freehold's a good place to start. And like you said, it's pretty close. So
Rest tonight here with horses and
we may
leave
need
early morning.
we may need to gather some more provisions too. Because I know I only bought like enough rations for like 7 days or something, and I think we're definitely past that.
There was meat and stuff in the stuff I brought, right?
Oh yeah, what's her
In that
name gave us some
storeroom?
extra.
from the storeroom, yeah, there's some salted meats and whatnot. I mean,
I
you
have
picked up a fair
food.
amount of food.
Oh,
Probably, I mean, the cheese is a lot. But like the other stuff that you found is probably good for 2 to 3 days worth of like lunch and dinner.
Okay, I'll mention that.
The cheese will last much longer, of course, because you had wheels
Oh,
of cheese. But
nice. Didn't realize
So,
you found
need-
food.
Mm. They had food at the castle
Makes sense.
place. So need food for beyond that.
Is Freehold like
So-
a city or like a town or something?
So Kelnoran will have to give you guys a little bit of information since this is kind of his in his area, but he'll mention it used to be like a small town a long time ago, but something happened that most of the people left, and now it's just kind of overgrown a lot. But there are some buildings there that still are habitable, and sometimes people will take up residence there just temporarily. But I think there are some people that kind of live in the surrounding area, but the town itself is mostly deserted.
So probably to be safe, if we want to buy stuff, we should probably do it here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes there's people there with things, but not always. They kind of pass through. Sometimes set up shop for a little while, but
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Got it.
so I can make berries too.
He glares at him.
Rith's favorite.
So it's not quite supper, right?
It's right around like with say getting back into town. It was in between 5 and 6 after your short meeting with him. I mean, yeah, you're talking. It's approaching 6 o'clock here.
Okay. General
Getting
store?
close.
Sure.
Heading over to the general store then.
If somebody leads the way, because I haven't been there.
I don't think I have either.
Elnor can lead you there.
Because when we went exploring, it was me and Kovac, and I'm pretty sure we didn't go to the store. We just basically almost went
Found-
straight towards the basilisk. Yeah.
Yeah, you found it.
Yeah.
You're like, there it
Yep.
is, guys. Okay, so you guys can head towards the general store, and what are you purchasing there, or going for, I should say?
I'll personally, I'll get like another, because I'm sure I probably went through my rations getting here, I would assume, or being here
I mean,
and
you guys
going.
had some. Yeah, I mean, with everything that you guys had, you're probably getting low-ish, but I think Kelnoran had found some stuff along the way too that you guys were
That's true.
eating off of. So, I mean, you're low. Probably
Yeah,
have enough for at least a couple days, maybe.
I was gonna say I had enough for like I had 7 before we left, so I was just gonna kind of like replenish back to that.
Okay.
So, however
Grab
many you
another
say
5
I need
days
to
worth of
buy,
rations.
yeah, that's fine.
Sure. All right. So, if you're purchasing 5 days worth of rations, they'll say, you can get 5 for 2.5 gold, or we've got 10 for 4 gold.
I'll just buy 10 and give 4 to somebody, or
Okay.
5 to somebody else.
Okay. I mean, you guys are all there. So whatever you want. But all right, so 4 gold, you get 10 days worth of rations. Kelnorn will step up and actually purchase some feed for the horses. So he'll grab 5 days worth for the 4 horses. 10 gold. So
I'll offer out 5 rations if whoever wants whatever can have them.
all right. Anyone else need anything?
I don't think I did. I was fine. I bought a little extra rations last time, so
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
I think didn't I break my thieves' tools?
You
Bent them.
bent them.
Yes. I would like to buy another set.
Okay. So a set of thieves' tools, just a basic set. Here will run you about 20 gold. was a very unfortunate roll on the mithril ones.
Yeah.
Anything else for anybody?
That's all I can think of.
All right. So you guys are about dinner time now. Where would you like to head?
I mean, we might as well go back to that inn that we stayed at. Yeah,
Old
Try-
school.
try to get some rooms, or a room, or whatever we can get.
I'll ask Lilith for her vent keys, her tools.
I'll hand them over.
Okay.
I'll look at them tonight.
All right. All right. So you guys head back to the Old Skull Inn. All right. So they will go ahead and greet you and all right. Cannot remember what I had charged for that one. I want to say it was like 5 silver per room or something like that, but
I don't remember off the top of my head.
why not? Get all the good notes.
I'm sorry.
All right. I accept.
It was 5 silver per day at the stables, but I don't have the hotel
Right.
or the inn.
My notes said free.
Free?
Yeah.
That's good. Well,
That
we're
was
just
good
gonna
work.
No takers
we're just-
rolling.
we're just gonna go with 5 silver for that one too. I
Sounds
think it was something around that point, but
great.
yeah. So I think you guys paid like 2 silver. Or no, you paid like a gold piece or two for the adjoining rooms. 'Cause you had 4 rooms, so I think it was 2 gold pieces is what you paid for the night. So
I believe that sounds right.
So, you guys can get the same situation if you'd like. If you want the adjoining rooms again.
Yeah.
So, all right. There is food available, of course, at in the commons area where everybody is seated. Once again, rather busy night, as it seems to be per usual around here in the evening. But anything you guys wish to do during the evening here while you're either having dinner or getting set up for the night?
Well, whenever I get back to the rooms, I'm gonna start reading on one of the books that I kept.
Okay.
I'll do you need to know which one or anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna read on Tales from the Border Kingdom, 100 folk stories.
Okay.
I'm reading the Brothers Grimm.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna you come across actually a lot of children's stories that you're familiar with, that you've heard. In the past, you've heard Jarrett orate them to you. So, I mean, these ones are slightly different because you always got the impression that, he put his own little embellishments on things. These aren't quite as lively as listening to him tell the story, but there are little bits and pieces of information that you come across that you hadn't heard before.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, this is very nostalgic. There's even probably a couple that you heard from like your parents growing up, or even ones that you used to tell to your sister when you were little kids. So, yeah, it's a very nostalgic, bittersweet type of stories. So,
Gotcha. Oh, sorry.
he attacked somebody.
Dead.
Anybody else have anything for the evening?
I'm gonna look at his mithril
Okay.
picks and see if what I would need potentially to straighten them
Okay.
and maintain it so that the durability did not change.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me a. Let's
I will be there with him, and I have a jeweler's kit.
Okay.
It might have like a little small hammer or something.
It does. They do have small hammers and small tools that you can work with. Right. Go ahead and give me. This would be kind of like blacksmithing. So, I don't think you have blacksmithing proficiency itself, right? Did you?
I think we gave it to him. I don't know that I have it in my inventory anywhere though.
You probably have to go under Smith's tools under tool proficiencies. Because yeah, you have the artisan.
Yeah, I have the smith
Guild
tools.
artisan.
It says I'm not proficient, but I don't know how to.
It's on
I
your
guess I
main
can edit
page
it.
there. On the right side, if you scroll down, there'll be a tool proficiencies underneath your armor proficiencies. Just click on the notepad thing to the right, and you should be able to give yourself smith tools.
Yeah, I have them in here.
Right. No, you should be able to click on the proficiencies itself.
Oh, it's not letting me edit,
Oh, okay. There you go.
which is weird.
There we go. Okay, now you should have it. So you can just go ahead and click on that and give me a roll on your main page there.
Yeah, give me a second. It's acting weird. Oh, that's what it was trying to do.
Does he get advantage since I gave him my jeweler's kit?
Nope, because
Do you use
that's
the little
basically
hammer?
what he's using his smith tools for. Is it working for you?
It was. I had to give me. Yeah, it looks like it's going to. I don't have a roll place though. It's not letting me roll. Oh, there I go. I just roll on that. I got it.
Yeah.
I was clicking the name.
Yeah. So then you just nice. There you go. All right. So taking a look at these, they're mithrils, so I mean they're designed to be flexible but sturdy. You think that if you can like apply a little bit of heat to them with the jeweler's tools, because of how small these are, I mean you wouldn't use your regular smith's tools on these; it'd be too massive for it. But with the little hammer that's part of this set, you could probably heat them up a little bit without compromising them and get them put back into shape. You just
Okay.
need a little bit of heat to make them a little bit more pliable. So,
I'll look
but
at
there's
borrow tool. Okay. I'll head out back downstairs.
okay.
Go to the barkeep.
Look at me. Okay. Evening. What can I do for you?
Can I borrow stove? Need a little heat.
Odd request, but I mean we've got stuff cooking back there, so I mean it's going at the moment. As long as you're not interfering with my staff, I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll walk back there.
He goes over and kind of just flips up the side of the bar so you can go into the back. And yeah, I mean there's a few people cooking back there. He lets one of the cooks back there know, and they just kind of give a little glance. He's like, "Oh, I'm not using that one right now. So have at it."
Okay. I'll walk over to them, or that one, and pull these tools out and try to get the temp to where I would know I would need it to be
Okay.
kind of pliable.
Okay.
And then once I feel like I have that, then I'll put it over it,
All right. So,
and I'll slowly work on it as it goes.
all right. Go ahead and just give me one more Smith Tools check. This one you can have advantage on since you rolled so well on the previous one. 23. All right. So it doesn't take too long. I mean, these are thin pieces, so you're able to get them back into working order. You just cool them back down and give them a small test. They still seem pretty flexible, but they're straight.
Okay. I look at the cook. I look at the pick. You have small pick like this. Knife maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I got a paring knife over there.
Can I buy?
Do you need to just keep it or?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I've got one that's kind of dull.
That works.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to give them like a couple silver pieces at the front, that's fine.
He nods.
All right.
I take Lilith's lockpicks and put them in my bag. I take
Okay.
the one that he gives me and I break it.
Okay.
I walk
the
out.
knife.
Yeah.
Okay.
I walk out and I hand the barkeep a gold piece.
Okay.
Said, "Thanks for use," and bought something from Cook.
He looks okay. All right. Did you need anything else?
No.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. I go upstairs.
Kind of muttering under his breath. Strange. Okay. Takes all types, I guess, to pass through here.
I'll go up to Lilith. Back upstairs. I have the 2 in my hand that's broken. Tried.
What
Sorry.
happened?
Too much fire?
Hmm.
Too much. He takes it, breaks it again. Too much force. Bad, 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 bad stuff. Bad bye.
Hmm.
He has this big ass grin on his face. He says all of this because he cannot be deceptive to save his life.
I mean, with your passive too, the things that he's holding up to you don't really look like lockpicks, but kind of have an idea of what he's doing.
Man. I paid like 50 gold for those.
Not worth money.
Oh, man. I don't know where I'm going to get another set.
I got you. Got you. He pulls it out.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Thank you, Rith. I appreciate this.
Welcome. If need help again, holler.
I will. Thank you.
He continues to smile like
Yeah,
2
he's
years
like,
old.
I got this one, man. So good.
I'm just letting him get away with it.
Good. That was good. Anything for Kovac tonight?
Just reading
Anything in particular?
after dinner.
Okay.
I might peruse some of the books that Rowan gave me, just to kind of give an overview of what they are.
I feel like they might have something to do with necromancy a little bit.
A little bit.
Possible.
It's in like every title. I gave him the 3 necromancy books.
Yeah, so you had the Principles of Necromancy, Preserving Life, or Principles of Necromancy, and then Preserving Life, Advanced Applications of Necromancy, and then Constructs or Undead, a comparison between Conjuration and Necromancy.
Yeah, I kept the other 2.
So it's like the different stages of math, where you go from algebra to geometry to calculus. Got it.
I mean, except this is probably more like going from like calculus to, chaos theory to applied statistics, from getting into like master's level stuff at this point. But derivatives and things like that. It's good stuff. How do you feel about actuarial studies? So I mean, if you're reading the necromancy ones, they are difficult to kind of get through, just because you understand kind of the basic functions of magic as what you use, but reading through this, which is literally like going through like a physics textbook, it's like, but it's getting into like collegiate level physics. It's very hard to get through, even the basic ones. There are things that you understand to a certain degree, but Yeah, I mean, this is definitely for someone who pursued this school of magic specifically. Um, but it's definitely interesting to read. I mean, even if it is a bit confusing at points, but yeah. So
Yeah, it's
different. It is different. All right. Anybody else? That was everybody. All right. So next day comes up. Um, it's our into the next day.
I'm gonna go get breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pack up and go downstairs to eat.
Rith walks in and I'm like, who would have expected to see you down here to eat?
Got Lilith good last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Played joke.
Nice. She probably deserved it.
She looked worried.
I'm sad I missed it.
He'll order whatever's for breakfast.
Okay. I mean, there's a collection of things, so anywhere from hot cakes to sausage to porridge to, you know, um, basically toasted bread and whatnot. But
Sure.
there's food.
He'll buy some extra toasted bread to go in his bag with, so that he has for the next meal or two.
Okay, so it'll be like 5 silver for the meal,
Okay.
basically overall, including the extra that you take with you.
5 silver?
If you want anything, yeah. So just
Yeah, I'd be
Yep.
eating some stuff.
for the meal. All right. Are you guys planning on taking your horses with you?
I don't see a reason not to.
All right.
Yeah, I might as well.
All right. Anything you guys need to do before you leave town or anything? Are you good to go?
Good to go.
Breakfast? All right. So we will begin the journey south then. So you guys on horses, Kelnoran leading the way since this is kind of his former stomping grounds, but he will lead you south out of town following the river, and we will go with some perception checks as you guys are traveling through the day.
I'm Kovac on watch at night.
not. That was way too high.
Oh, my bad.
I'm glad to know that I could keep up his standard there, rolling really well and things that he's good at. All right, so 20 for Lilith. Yes, you're keeping an eye out.
And of course, I'm riding with Kelnorn.
Right. So, two of you in the. Are you riding back in the wagon again, or the cart? Anyhow, behind the horse
Yes.
there. So, all right. Yeah. So you're making your way through the woods, and it is rather peaceful for the most part. It's cooled down a lot compared to the last couple of days. I mean, this morning you woke up and there was a little bit of frost on the ground when you guys came outside. Kind of cleared off, but it's still chilly today. As you're passing through late morning, getting closer to lunch, you're the first one to spot off in the distance the telltale signs of buildings. You don't really it's hard to make them out at first because you start to recall as you think you see something that Kelnar mentioned that this has been abandoned, and it seems like nature seems to be retaking the area. It's overgrown. Overgrown is a misnomer to an extent. I mean, nature is reclaiming a lot of this area. So the houses there are trees that have sprouted up. A lot of them are covered with either vines or large unkempt bushes that are around things, obscuring a lot of visual of any of these buildings. There are a couple that seem to be divested of a lot of the foliage around there that, based off of what Kelnorn had told you, they're probably the buildings that people tend to stay in. But you do notice there is something or someone that's kind of watching your progress as you're coming in from the trees. So
I'll kind of nudge Kelnorn and kind of just say, "Hey, there's somebody watching us from up in the tree." Just
well,
so he
it's not
has
up
an
in the
idea.
trees. It's just kind of
Oh.
like they're moving from like tree to tree and just kind of
Ah,
tailing
okay,
you. They're
okay.
in the
I
trees.
thought you meant like
Sorry.
up in the
Nope,
tree.
nope, not up in the trees. Just kind of amongst the trees, I should say.
Left to the left or right of us, or up ahead.
It's to the left.
And I'll just kind of tell him. I'll notify him. Hey, there's somebody there. Kind of just lean up and let him know.
Okay. He takes a second glance. Oh yeah, looks like a human, possibly older guy. Yeah. Should we stop?
Let's stop.
All right. So as you guys are following in behind them, Kelnoran just kind of brings the cart in front of you guys to a slow, and then stop.
Is this it?
Somebody off to the left.
Should I make it obvious that I'm looking, or just not look? It's like one of those things where you're pointing somebody out and I should just know that they're there. Or
Yes.
okay, I don't look. What are they doing?
You hear from off in the trees. What do you want? What are you doing here?
We're
Friendly?
looking for Gillis.
Are you friendly? You trading?
I'm pretty friendly, but this guy.
Who are you pointing at?
Rowan.
Rowan. All right. Well,
Am I supposed to look mean?
tell him to stay on his
No.
horse, I guess.
Okay.
What do you
No,
want?
don't look mean. We just came for information. We're on a hunt of our own. Are you Gillis?
Go. Heading to town. I'll meet you over there. Kind of seems to start to.
Can I get
dash
off
through
my
the
horse
trees.
in town?
No, you have to stay on your horse. And I'll nudge Kelnor to go.
Okay. He'll continue forward. So, about 5 minutes later, you guys pull into what looks to be an old kind of central gathering spot of an old settlement or town. You do notice that there are the outlines of some buildings from underneath the foliage. Some of them actually they have trees kind of going through some of the walls at this point. Some of the buildings that have kind of collapsed, but there are at least two that you can see that appear to be in decent condition. And as you guys are getting in there, a individual will come out and he just kind of throws back his cowl. His clothes are almost like a ghillie suit to a certain extent. He looks like, very blends in with the forest pretty well with what he's wearing. And he goes, yeah, I'm Gillis, kind of a local hunter of the area. What prey you hunting?
Demon
I was
Fae.
just kidding about this one earlier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he kind of points back towards Rith. I mean, he looks a little bit scarier than him, but
Red smiles.
that doesn't
That's-
exactly help.
That's a little hurtful.
We're looking for a demon fae. We heard that you had information on where it may be.
Aim and Demon Fae? Are those? Well, I don't know what a Demon Fae is necessarily, but I did see some strange. There were some pretty strange looking individuals on when I was heading towards Black Creek Crossing. Horns,
That's what we're looking for.
Wings on one of them. Kind of scary looking.
About how far is it from here? Where you saw him?
Well, I just kind of stumbled across. I spotted him coming out of a cave, kind of near Black Creek. It's about, I mean, as the bird flies, about 7 or 8 miles east of here. If you're looking to travel that way, probably have to take the river until you get to Black Creek and then head north from there. I would say be closer to 12, 13 miles. Couple hours on the horse.
Could you take us there?
That's what I was going to ask. Would you be willing to take us? Not all the way necessarily, but
Yeah.
I have done some guide work before. I mean, for something like that, it'd probably be about 5 gold pieces. I could get you within about a mile or so, maybe a little closer. Been trying to avoid them to an extent.
I understand that.
But no, I could take you that way. Were you wanting to head out now or
I'll give him 5 gold.
okay. All right. Well,
I'll give him an extra 5 for his troubles.
well, I appreciate your kindness. Thank you. Well, let me go ahead and get some stuff. You see, he's holding a couple of rabbits that looks like he's taking care of. He's like, let me go ahead and just get these put inside so I can get them cleaned up a little bit later. But I can be ready to go here in a few minutes.
Take
Sounds
your
good.
time.
All right. Say, just I'll be on foot. I'll have a horse with me here, but so we should get there before sundown. But all right, and he will head inside to one of the buildings that looks to be cleared out. A few minutes later, he comes back out. He's got like a longbow sling slung over his shoulder, quiver. He's got a sword on his side. All right. If you want to follow me, we'll make our way there. He will set out east of town, following the river. Start making his way. What brings you out this way towards these things? Do something to you? Someone you know? Are they bad? I mean, what brings you out
They're
here?
bad. They're bad.
Yeah, I kind of assumed, but seeing some strange things. Well, unnecessary things, I guess, in the woods recently from around there.
Like what?
Just animals and such. Look like it's been hunted more for sport. Kind of butchered, but not in a way that someone like me would do. To, not to take food or anything like that, but just killed for pleasure. Kind of the way I saw it. Unnecessarily violent.
That's what they are.
You called them demon fae?
Yep.
What's a demon fae?
Exactly what you described.
Well, I'm kind of familiar with the fae, so like they're demons and fae creatures, or what?
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds awful. Like well, take you that way, and I'm assuming you're not going there to meet up with them. I hope.
No. We're looking to take care of them.
Kill them?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So as he's talking, I'm gonna, do small talk, and I'm gonna keep an eye out also on our trip there, just in case.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. 20. All right. So keeping an eye out for things, and I'll let you know if anything comes by your purview at that point. So he will inquire about your guys' names as you're kind of making your way there. Um, so, so yeah, I am Gillis. Been out here for a while, but what were your names?
We're the Outlanders.
Okay, that's a pretty neat name. I like it. I'm a bit of a outlander myself. Um,
That's kind of why we thought about it. We're all from around different walks of life.
oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah. As you're walking, he'll be like, "Oh, whoa, be careful! Don't step there." I'd avoid that there too. Just kind of point out plants and things, and um,
Just in case anything happens between here and there, are you good with those things? And I point to his sword and his bow.
well, I'm a proficient hunter. At least I can fell just about any beast in the forest. Aside from a few that I tend to avoid, like owlbears. I ain't messing with them. Um, regular bears.
What's the biggest thing you've killed?
Uh, well, I have killed an owlbear before. He'll kind of hold up his, kind of pull up and like bring it down. He's got some like scars that come down from like his neck going across his chest. He like thing almost gutted me, but I managed to get my dagger underneath its pelt good enough and caught it by the neck. Took me a while to get out from underneath it. Thought it was going to crush me to death, but adrenaline will do funny things to a man. So it was a moment of carelessness, and can't be careless out here. Something will come up and get you.
Very true.
How about you guys? Are you hunters yourself, or just adventurers?
A little of both.
Well,
Taking on a manticore.
Oh, yeah, I've seen one of those before. Avoided it. Uh, that's
Kind
pretty
of
cool.
unavoidable for us, so we had to take it.
Well, that's pretty great. Hopefully, I mean, are these demon fae? Are they worse than a manticore, or
Much.
oh?
They kill for sport, as you've seen.
Okay.
Pillage. They pillage. They kill. They're just not
God.
good.
Really true to the whole demon part of their name.
Yep, gotta be that fiendish blood in them.
Well, I certainly hope you're up to the task.
Well, we are too.
Right. Anything else you want to ask him or talk to him about?
Nah.
Do you know how? Have you only seen the one, or have you seen a few? Around
Well,
the area.
I saw at least 2 different ones. But they're not very stealthy, I guess you could say, or they're not very cautious. Seen a lot of tracks in the area, at least 3 or 4 sets, different sets would be my guess, but
Okay.
I'm not sure on necessarily how many, but at least 3 or 4, I would say 3 or 4 different sets of tracks. I did see one that I guess was flying for a bit, so whether or not they actually put, made tracks or anything like that, I don't know if they were one of them, but anything else?
Do you know about what time of day you saw him?
It was early afternoon, I think. Sometimes I'll come out this way just to get a little bit of fishing in and try to maybe bag some animals for some pelts. Takes me about 4 or 5 hours to get this way, so yeah, I'd say early afternoon.
Okay. That's all I got.
All right.
I got nothing else for him.
Okay. Anybody else? I think Kelnorn will be probably silently seething on the most of the ride there, but a little bit uncomfortable as you guys try to talk about the Damon Fae, but especially with the looting and pillaging part that you talked about for Rowan. So, but so about 4-ish hours or so later, 3.5, 4 hours later, he comes up to a spot and you guys have followed the river kind of east with a little bit of like a southward trajectory, but it's mostly east. And then about 2.5 hours into it, he turns north following a smaller tributary that comes down into this main river, and you follow it a little bit further north, and he stops as it goes around a bend, and he says, "Okay, kind of points to the hill that's on the side there. He says, around this bend, about 300-400 yards or so, there's cave entrance. It's a little bit concealed behind a small waterfall that comes down that feeds into this creek here, and that's where I saw him come out from. So didn't get a chance to really go into the cave, so I can't tell you what you're going into, but I believe it used to there used to be some pack of bears or some bears that lived in that area, but I would assume they're not there anymore. But yeah, so about 300 or 400 yards around this bend, you'll see the cave on the eastern side of the creek here, behind the waterfall.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Um. Good luck. You able to find your way back?
Yeah.
Actually, I was gonna ask one more favor of you, if you don't mind.
Yeah. What can I help you with?
If we leave our horses and cart here, is there any way you could stay with them to help protect them in case a bear or some sort comes?
I could probably stay here for about maybe another hour or so, and I'll have to find a place to set up for camp for myself. Um, but yeah, I could probably do that.
Appreciate that.
Sure, sure. Good luck.
I'll put my harness on
All right.
as we're walking, or whatever else we're doing towards the cave. But
Just getting the drift globe on there and ready.
yeah,
Going in stealth mode.
Okay.
Gonna go out in front of everybody for about 20, 25 feet or so.
All right.
I'm gonna walk normal, so I'll eventually pass her.
Okay. You are being stealthy as Rowan just strides right past you.
I'll just
Count-
stay where I'm at.
I mean, not on purpose. It's just everyone else is not sneaking, so technically we move faster than you.
That is true. All right. So you guys are walking up the river,
Yeah, the direction
across
that.
the bend, around the bend.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and just give me a perception check. Anybody who wants to. Ooh, 19.
Not reading now.
Jiminy Christmas. Oops.
we know we're getting close.
There. Kelnorn had a 24 as
Jeez.
well.
Okay, so 18 is our lowest.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, you guys make your way around the bend. As soon as you cross around the bend, you guys kind of look up and this hill that has you guys have been following along. At the very top, you can see where this waterfall is like coming down and hitting in certain areas, and then continuing down a little further, and you can see the section that he was talking about as you get about 150 yards from it. So, and from here, you guys have not seen any kind of sentries or anything that have been posted. It appears to be clear at the moment.
I'm gonna look for or not traps, but tracks.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a it's for tracks, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I already used my good one.
You did. 8. Yeah, you don't notice any tracks.
I don't think they're here anymore, guys. Yeah, we should probably check anyway, huh?
Is the cave like ground level or is it up higher?
It looks like this this little part that feeds into this creek from this waterfall. Looks like there is a little bit of a rise to the ground as it goes up there. So you think, I mean, you can't see the opening precisely from where you're at, but you think it's a little bit up. Maybe on a small ledge.
But we could reach it from the ground level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a little bit of like just minor climbing, but there appears to be plenty of either plenty of footholds, handholds, or maybe even
I'll
a
head
different
that way.
path up that you haven't seen. So
I'm gonna head that way.
all right.
Yeah.
What's your guys' marching order going to be?
I'll be in front.
Okay.
I'll be third.
Third.
I'll go.
Usually I let the people who are stealthier go in front of me.
I'll go second.
Okay.
I'll be last.
All right.
I think this formation works pretty well for us.
Right.
We just kind of slowly get taller and taller as we go back until we get to Kovac. Then it goes back down to normal person size.
Like a curve.
It is like a hyperbolic curve. All right. Oh no. Okay. Looks like everybody got there. Good deal. All right. So you guys make your way up to the cave entrance here. So at the mouth of the cave, this is what you see. You guys are in the cave just a little bit as it stands right now, but you're basically at the mouth of the entrance.
So it goes off to the kind of our left coming in.
It continues either
And right.
like down and then off to the the character's right, but yes, like south and west basically. We'll say.
Got it.
Just for ease of direction. The cave floor does look natural as well. I mean, a lot of this is just naturally carved stone. So, doesn't look like anything specific has been done in here. Rith, do you have your drift globe on yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not until it's needed.
Lilith, any light for you?
Just my moon touch dagger.
Okay. So 15 and 30.
Yep.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna head to the south.
Okay. How are we moving? You guys walking normally, stealthily?
Stealthy.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check then.
If I see that she's going that way, I'll do the same.
Okay.
Man, it's been a good night. Of course.
All right.
I'm gonna. Is there a way for me
I
to
would say you do well. So.
continue to check for, walk slowly enough and to check for make sure there's no traps.
I mean, it would slow your progress, but yes, you can actively search for traps as you go. I mean, you're basically just gonna move at half of your half speed because you're just being very cautious, or close to half. I mean, it's
About
you'll
10
just be
feet.
moving a little slower, but that's not too much slower because you're already moving stealthily, so you're being careful. So we'll just work that into part of it. So you're just maintaining half your speed, we'll say, just so that way it's not too tedious. Go ahead and give me an investigation check as you're moving along then.
$19.
19? Okay. So yeah, I mean, with your Moon Touch Dagger, I mean, so basically for every double move that you're doing as you're just walking, you don't notice anything as you're walking along here. So as you get here, there's a little bit of a drop down where you're at, and like goes down about 3 or 4 feet. And then in about 10 feet, it goes back up. Like you're just in a little depression here.
Does this look like a little path to the west of where I'm at?
It just looks like a little alcove to
Like
an
a nook?
extent. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it just stops. I mean, it's a little alcove that's there, but so you see some fairly large stalagmites coming up from the ground, blocking a little bit of that path there. I mean, you could probably climb over. It's just a little bit of like rough terrain, but then the floor kind of drops out to the west there a little bit, looks like. So yeah, about right there. The rocks are not wholly blocking the path, but it'd be a tight fit. And then as you get there, it is off to your right. The pathway kind of narrows right around here. It's going to be harder for you guys to pass through there. You could. It's a bit of loose rocks in that area. So, and then this is a drop down of about 30 or so feet.
Ooh. You said the path does continue past the stalagmites here.
Probably get past them. Yeah, I mean, it'd take a little bit of a climb or an athletics check to get past it, but you probably could.
That's what I'm gonna go for.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check as you're climbing there.
It should be great. Yeah. 2.
All right, give me a dexterity save. $17. All right. So what ends up happening is Rowan, as you're watching behind her, she goes to climb up these stalagmites, and her foot catches on some loose stone on the right side, and she starts to pitch to the right, tumbles down a little bit as you were about 10 feet up or so, but you catch yourself right before you go over the side into this little pit here. But the bigger thing is those loose patches of rocks you're and just start crumbling down onto the ground into the pit below you, kind of echoing off the walls a little bit.
Scurry back this way. All right, let's try this way.
So, Lilith, if you stop there for just a moment, off in the distance, as you turn that way to go that way, you can see some lights about. Give me an intelligence check.
Fool of a took.
A bit.
Just a ability check.
Yeah. Just kind of gauging distance, basically.
6.
Okay. There's a light off in the distance, but there's a lot of dark space between you and there, so it makes it hard to discern how far away it is. But you think 60 to 100 feet. It's a very small light, not
Rolling
it's not giving
lights.
off not giving off a whole lot, but
All right.
so
I'm gonna head that way.
okay. Give me a new stealth check since you kind of disrupted yours. The rest of you are still okay.
13.
Okay. Give me just a second here. All right. So go ahead and continue on wherever you're going.
Heading this way.
I'm going to 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna come back this way.
Okay.
Activate my light. And I'm gonna, as I walk back past Kovac, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go the other way around.
Are you just doing the light spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll go there on my move.
just a second before the rest of you guys move here.
Yeah.
Hmm. Trying to decide which way Kelnorn would go. Probably stick with Rowan.
That's what I was gonna say.
Would indeed make sense for him. All right. So sorry, give me just a second here.
Yeah, you're fine. I just didn't want somebody to come out this way. And
Right,
leave.
right.
What if I want to go out that way and leave?
You're fine. Nobody else.
Nobody else.
I just start running that way, and Rith hits me in the face
like,
with his
no.
maul.
I said.
You stay
Wouldn't be
here.
the first time.
Very true.
What's new and improved? Last time it wasn't.
Okay. So Rowan, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ah, of course, of course.
Nice.
We're gonna die.
I got those Grimm's brother fairy tales in my head, you know?
Well, strangely enough, that's actually good enough, though, too.
Yeah.
You hear, very faintly off the walls, just the clink of armor, like rustling past itself, armor moving, kind of going off in this direction. Don't know if you can see that part, but you're probably not far enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's dark where you clicked, but yeah, I can see where
So
you're...
yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
like if you were to see something, it'd be kind of off in that direction there, but
Yeah.
past that wall.
I'll just like whisper to Lilith that I hear armor moving in that direction.
With your passive, you heard it too. And as quickly as it starts, within like a few seconds, it stops. And you can kind of hear almost like the sway of a little bit of loose armor just coming to a rest. But
I'll give him a thumbs up.
Kovac, which way are you sticking with the main group?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So Rith, you can go ahead and move another movement if you want. Okay. So yeah, that's just an
Okay.
empty. That's just a. You can go back like 15 feet or so without having to move there. Because from what you can see right there, you notice that this is just a dead end.
Okay.
The only other path that you can see is the one to the south.
Okay, that's where I would have gotten them.
All right. So, Lilith?
Well, am I still stealthy? That I think so.
Yeah, you think so.
Is that a? Am I like to the corner of the rock there? Or am I around
Yep,
the rock?
that is a corner. So you'd have to
Okay.
go.
That's
you'd
where
have
I'd
to go
wanna go.
south. Yep. So that's you. You have nothing like basically in front of you is just the rock. You'd have to go south in order to move around it. But
Okay.
so. Okay. Norn will move up with you guys here.
Oh.
Any movement for Kovac there?
Oh
Does
yeah,
it
yeah.
go around the corner?
Yep. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you have to kind of maneuver there a little bit. The walls get a little bit funky.
Kovac is drunk. Look how he's walking.
I know, right? There we go.
So, a little in the distance, you can hear some additional movement back there. Almost like straight ahead of you to the west.
I'll whisper to Rowan and tell him.
Okay.
Give a thumbs up, even though I'm behind her.
And I'll move. Oh wait, I had to go south. Is this another little ledge that I could like nook up into? Is that the?
So that's that's like a little nook that kind of oversees. So you can see that there is water flowing through this cave here, like an underground stream kind of. So pretty close to it, but this is just another little cranny.
Okay. So that's where I'd want to go.
Okay. What am I doing with my life? All right. So, Rowan, where are you going to?
Right there.
Right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Rith?
15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I see Kerr there again. I'll just go there.
Yep. Little alcove to your north there that just appears to be a dead end.
I accomplished what I wanted. Make sure there was no back route.
All right. Kovac.
Is that the ledge there?
So this is So this goes. This is like the edge of that. So from right there, it drops down. It's like a 30-foot.
Okay. So
Where you're right there is it's kind of a tight squeeze to get through there, but
okay.
you can move
Okay.
fairly well. Just got to kind of turn sideways a little bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's about as far as we'll go.
Okay. Let's see. Rowan. Off in the distance there. There. You do see one person just kind of I don't know if you can see it off of your screen there to the northwest. Okay.
Technically, on my screen, I see a couple, but
No, yeah. Okay, I'll just do that.
I see the one below that too.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they're around a
fine.
corner and I
No,
shouldn't see them.
Yeah, no, you actually heard them move. They were
Oh,
not
okay.
very quiet. So, yeah, the one directly in front of you, you can kind of see in the light that's illuminated there,
Mhm.
and then the one that's just kind of off in this corner over here, looking off in your direction. You're not 100% certain if they've seen you yet, but I mean, you're kind of illuminated by Lilith at the moment. So, you have a pretty good idea that they can see you.
Can I make anything out about them, like what they look like, or?
Yeah. So, give me a quick perception check.
These have been going really good.
They have been. Like as soon as you guys spotted the waterfall, it's all been downhill from there.
Well, it was better than last time.
So the one to the northwest, it's harder to see because they appear to be wearing some kind of scale mail armor with a helmet to it as well. But they're not in size-wise. You would estimate they're similar in size to like Kovac. Very lithe looking, not very tall, but yeah, you would assume they're very similar to like Kovac. The one in the back, you can obviously see, is also wearing like scale mail type armor, but not wearing a helmet, and has some elven features to them, but you can make out some protrusions from their forehead that kind of hard to see and with dark vision, but they look like horns of some sort. Would be your guess. So, but again, very lithe figure, female. That one you can make out. The one up to the northwest, hard to tell with the helmet on, but based on size, you would assume probably male.
I will pull out my stone.
Okay.
And quietly say, I see one straight ahead. Scale mail armor. Another one to the right. Also, scale mail armor. Maybe more. Then it ends.
What was that, 19 words? Or 24?
19.
19. 6 words left. Wow.
I don't feel the compulsion
Ilka.
to use all of them.
Reply
Poor
to
Ilka back
this
home.
message.
Yeah. Poor Ilka back home. She's just getting messages. No context.
She just answers, what?
All right. What would you guys like to do?
I want to peek around this corner.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Okay. So,
Nice perception check.
Yeah.
but if you scroll over to the right, I don't know if you can see there, but the one that's to the northwest, I don't know if you can see that one because you don't have the dark vision going out. Yeah, you don't have the vision out going.
No,
far enough.
I only see the two kind of direct, almost direct west.
Yep. So you see one that Rowan didn't reference in his. You almost don't make it out right away because they are kind of in a shadowy area. But as the flicker of torchlight hits the wall and reflects off, you catch the outline of a person there. It's hard to make out anything about them, but you do see the outline of another person back there. And then the one directly in front of you that's kind of peeking around the corner a little bit.
I'll kind of whisper back to Rowan, there's another one.
You do see it moves like just a step closer. Let's see. Kind of moves back again. Rowan, what would you like to do?
Should I talk to them?
Sure.
Nice.
Hello there.
From out back, the one that you had kind of seen before, steps forward, kind of eyes you for a moment. Who are you? Why are you here? I hope your answer is good. Otherwise, it may be your last.
You see, it's the craziest thing. I was wandering through the woods, saw this really cool waterfall, and then there was a tunnel. I thought I would explore a little. I didn't know anyone was here. What are you doing here?
All right. Go ahead and give me a deception check. Kind of she looks at you and then to your right, to the north of you and towards Lilith. Very unfortunate that the pair of you stumbled in here. Who we are is of no importance, but what is important is that mistake will be your last.
I've heard that before.
And this guy will step out. Okay. I don't think you have it yet. So he will, since you knew you could see him, he's there with your passive. It's not really hidden. We'll roll initiative. We'll probably start this battle next session, just so that way we have Kelnorn with us as well. But we'll go ahead and roll initiative, get everybody into it, and then stop doing that. I want the select token. Because what you will see is the guy begin to make some arcane motions. So he is obviously starting to cast a spell. So we'll go ahead and if everyone wants to roll themselves in.
That's good.
I'm
I'm glad. I'm glad we're
Wow.
up there.
Okay. Kerr's up there as well. So Risk, Kovac, I mean, obviously you guys are hearing this conversation go on. If you want, I mean, you can take up to half of your normal movement to kind of move closer as this conversation is happening, if you want. Or move yourself into a better position where you want to be. Is that half your movement?
I think it was half
think that
minus
might have
20,
been a-
right? 10, 15, 20.
You were back a little further. I think that
Was
was
that-
actually. I think you just want to probably go like up by the wall.
10, 15. Yeah, I'd probably be about
Right there?
then.
Okay. Yeah, you can step in front of Kerr. That's fine. All right. So, we will go ahead and pick up there with our next session, and hopefully we'll have a Kelnorn with us again, and we'll be able to do this combat right, do it the right way. So until then, thank you everybody for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this over on the YouTube, do all the buttons, hit all the things, do the video stuff, all of it. And we will see you next time. Until then, have a good night, everybody, and keep those dice warm. Bye.
Laters.
See ya.